Hello, I'm Janine Turner, founder of Constituting America. Welcome to our annual academic study, History Holds the Key to the Future, or as Shakespeare used to say, the past is prelude. This year's study is entitled The Genius of America, A Journey into Our Republic, a study on Alexis De Tocqueville's Democracy in America. De Tocqueville makes an arresting claim, quote, "Religion, which, among Americans, never mixes directly the government of society, should therefore be considered as the first of their political institutions, for if it does not give them the taste for freedom, it singularly facilitates their use of it." Alexis De Tocqueville. This essay is entitled The Main Causes Which Tend to Maintain a Democratic Republic in the United States. Volume 1, Part 2, Chapter 9, Subchapter 6. And if you're reading along with us in the book, it's page 282 through 288, and the exact publisher of the book is on our website. This essay was written by Ben Peterson. De Tocqueville on Religion in Society. For de Tocqueville, habits and mores, determined especially by religion, are the primary contributors to the Americans' successful maintenance of their democratic republic. Against champions of liberty who opposed Christianity and reactionaries who opposed liberty and defended religion, De Tocqueville described and favored an American republicanism that had combined, quote, the spirit of religion and the spirit of freedom, end quote. The dominance of Christian morality, a salutary tyranny of the majority, promotes domestic tranquility and furnishes limits on political power. De Tocqueville makes an arresting claim, quote, "Religion, which, among Americans, never mixes directly the government of society, should therefore be considered as the first of their political institutions, for if it does not give them the taste for freedom, it singularly facilitates their use of it." While noting that religion, quote, never mixes, end quote, with government, De Tocqueville nevertheless notes that it holds widespread influence in society, hinting at the larger force of his argument. De Tocqueville's claim is twofold. First, Christianity exercises an enormous degree of political influence in America, despite formal separation of church and state, through its holds over the mores. Second, the degree of influence Christianity wields actually depends on de-establishment, assigning religion to its proper sphere of dominion over hearts and minds. In de Tocqueville's analysis, mortal man is irrepressibly homo religiosus, irrepressibly yearning for immortality. Religion thus possesses a natural advantage in the sphere of the minds and mores pertaining to the permanent interest of human beings in the next world. Quote, "As long as religion finds its force in the sentiments, instincts, and passions that one sees reproduced in the same manner in all periods of history, it defies the effort of time, or at least it can be only destroyed by another religion. But when religion wishes to be supported by the interest of this world, it becomes almost as fragile as all the powers on earth," end quote. All civil powers, in contrast, are ephemeral. Direct alliance with civil political power jeopardizes religion's natural advantage. The enemies of an allied regime become enemies of the religion. Quote, "So by uniting with different political powers, religion can only contract an onerous alliance. It does not need their help to live, and by serving them, it can die," end quote. This makes religion especially vulnerable in democratic ages because configurations of political power change rapidly and constantly. The reason Christianity, which de Tocqueville will argue in Volume 2 is especially suited to liberty, maintains a somewhat thinned but widespread and unchallenged influence in American society is because it confines itself to the realm of general moral guidance and the government of the heart and mind, the natural, universal realm of religion. Quote, in America, religion is perhaps less powerful than it has been in certain times and among certain peoples, but its influence is more lasting. It is reduced to its own strength, which no one can take away from it. It acts in one sphere only, but it covers the whole of it and dominates it without effort. End quote. De Tocqueville presents religion with a trade-off. It can have universal dominion over minds and mores, or conventional political power over a particular group, but not both. De Tocqueville's claim and analysis, supported with the example of the French Revolutionaries' antagonism to religion, and the American case, suggest two intriguing possibilities relevant to the question of the Christian witness. First, political influence need not rest on direct governmental prerogative or public recognition. Second, entanglement with conventional political power could present a danger to the influence of religion, undermining the influence over minds and mores. The trade-off has a bit more bite. De Tocqueville claims that Christianity has complete dominance over minds and mores, but that dominance comes up against other mental and moral features of the democratic age. For example, Christianity must not challenge too pointedly the, quote, love of well-being, end quote, that equality engenders, but be content with constraining the pursuit of well-being to honest means. In democratic ages, religion cannot afford to buck against common opinion too much. Quote, as men become more alike and equal, it is more important that religions, while carefully putting themselves out of the way of the daily movement of affairs, not collide unnecessarily with the generally accepted ideas and permanent interest that reign among the masses. For common opinion appears more and more as the first and most irresistible of powers. There is no support outside of it strong enough to permit long resistance to its blows, end quote. Religion retains its dominant but limited hold over minds and mores only by staying tightly within narrow bounds. The spirit of religion and the spirit of liberty mix, but uneasily in the context of democracy. This essay was written by Ben Peterson. Ben Peterson is an assistant professor in the Department of Government and Criminal Justice at Abilene Christian University. He writes on a range of public policy issues, drawing from resources in Christian social and political theory, the broader Western tradition of political thought, and contemporary social science. You can find links to his other writings and information about his scholarship on his website.